Welcome back, everybody, to a phenomenal episode of the Careful Boys, where we are super blessed today to have Jason Cheny back in the
Okay.
Woo!
Wow.
Jason Cheny!
He's finally here.
Yeah.
I just want to say that if you roll the tape back, you when you said, "Welcome back to it," and then you went, you did a sigh. It wasn't a good delivery. It wasn't believable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He doesn't really feel the authenticity.
Take two.
He's like,
Welcome back, everybody, to a sick-ass episode of the Careful Boys.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that again, man? The second.
that was pretty good though.
We are wasting precious seconds of great content.
Jason Cheny wants to feel the love from you, Anthony. He just thinks that you're a fake ass influencer here, and he wants you to be authentic.
Yo, why can't you be authentic, man?
Dude, if you watch all the videos in the last like half year, people would start to think maybe Joe doesn't like me.
Really?
Nuh-uh. I don't know, dude. Keeps on throwing shade. You know when somebody keeps throwing shade in the room?
That means they have a crush on you.
Yeah,
It means they're flirting. And honestly, I think that's how Joe shows love, dude.
Is that it?
I think it's
Let's see
have
how
I
people feel in the
When
comments.
have
huh?
I complimented anyone?
Cool, so here's the OTR
that's how he
topic.
shows lust. That's very true.
Now,
I'll fuck the shit out of you
Yeah, dude, say it.
in a wonderful way.
what is an impression that people might have of you,
I really
but it's
appreciate it.
actually the opposite? And this goes for everybody.
Oh shit.
What do you believe is an impression that people have of you, but it's actually the opposite?
I don't think I'm. People think I know I look pretty straight edge. But like,
Why don't you space it out
Each word is very dangerous.
straight edge.
Space bar, bro.
It's my delivery.
Okay.
It's straight edge. Is it one word or two words?
I don't know, actually.
Whatever. It
a
was in the
compound.
same sentence.
I think people usually say straight edge when they're...
Yeah.
No, I like it the way you said it.
People
actually.
say it in one breath, like straight edge.
Are you talking about like drug-free straight edge?
No, just like like I know people think I go to church maybe. Do you know what I mean?
Like goody two shoes.
Yeah, goody two shoes.
Do you go to church?
Oh, okay.
I did.
You look goody two shoes.
Yeah, but so maybe that.
You seem really like good.
You're wholesome. I think you're a very wholesome guy.
But I'm like I go to church, but I also, sin a little bit.
What kind of sins do you
what kind of
participate
sinning?
in?
What's wrong with that image though?
Confess it.
Are you trying to be like, I'm actually a bad boy?
No, I'm not a bad boy.
Paint me as some good boy.
No, like so for example, if I like drink or like smoke a cigarette, people go,
That's not the Jason I know.
yeah, that's what? Like they're disappointed.
Oh, they'll be like, oh, I didn't know you did that.
Disappointed. I want to be a human as well. I like to
Sin?
sin a little bit sometimes.
What gives people that impression, you
Wait,
think?
who's doing that? The fans?
Or just friends, or like or like just call
Because you're very wholesome.
yeah, I try to be.
Yeah.
But
Not try to be, I think you just
I
are.
have intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, everybody does.
Yeah.
But you do look wholesome, and I feel like you behave in a wholesome way.
I try to though. Yeah.
But if
I
you
do
try
try.
to, isn't that... Don't people have...
But if I fuck up and then you disappointed now.
Oh, that's why,
I
yeah.
want you to be disappointed if I fuck up.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'm doing my best, but then that guy is fucking up all the time. Why don't you say shit to that guy?
You're being held to a higher standard.
That makes sense.
I don't want a higher standard. Expect nothing.
Yeah.
Expect the worst thing.
You know when I expect nothing from you? Is when you start sticking your tongue out like that. You go, yeah. You go.
What's the
When
problem?
you're trying to be all like perverted and stuff.
That makes you respect.
Nothing from him? Yeah, I go, man, this guy's crazy, dude. That's what I think.
Man.
You go like, you stick your tongue out?
You tell me you don't do that?
That's like one of your signature moves.
Yeah, you always do
I would never do that. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go to the thing.
Okay, let's go.
Let's not talk about the tongue thing. Talk about something else.
Is that not?
Somebody else in the room.
Oh my god.
Is that not a thing you like?
Okay, Ryan, and then you.
yeah, too.
Okay, Ryan's turn.
Nah, Ryan.
He has the baton
think
to
about
Cheny to give to people.
I think, I think one thing I think mine's sort of similar, but not in like the.
Oh, what's your thing?
I wouldn't say like wholesome, but I think like people will just think I'm very good.
Yeah.
like.
But he's a
like
very good bad boy.
I think it's the same thing. Yeah.
But what's like a thing that you would do that you think that is like opposite to what? Yeah.
I'm always surprised whenever people will be like, if someone, and I hear this a lot randomly, people will be like, "Oh, I can't imagine you cussing," and I'm like, "Are you?" I say I fucking cuss all the time.
No, now it sounds like you're trying to cuss,
Maybe
dude.
it's like the delivery. Maybe it's like the delivery doesn't sound like as abrasive if I'm doing it.
It's very. I don't hear it when you curse. I think. Sometimes, sometimes when I cuss, I go, "Why do I put fucking right there? I didn't need to say that," you know. But like when you curse, I don't even notice it.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I all throughout my life, I've heard that randomly. Will people be like, "Oh, but you wouldn't cuss. You don't even say fuck or shit." And I'm like, "What the fucking shit are you talking about?"
Stop trying to press me, dude.
But
It's not
I think
Oregon.
it's because majority of the time I'm only really cussing comedically. Like I'm not like serious or mad. So it doesn't sound like the same. Maybe.
yeah.
But that's one thing that I'm always like, "What? You think I'm like good?" It's like weird.
I'm like that too. Something that sometimes I will say like a dirty, like a sexual thing or like a fucked up thought, but people go, "Oh, he's a clean comedian." I was like, I said pussy 17 times, Jews like 23 times, and they're like, "Oh, he's a clean guy."
You know what? You saying it does feel clean though.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but if like
Clean
imagine,
pussy.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't sound abrasive.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like. It still sounds like you did not say any bad words.
you know why?
that's very true.
Because when I say pussy juice, you know the pussy juice I'm describing is with like angel dust and sunshine.
Nah, dude.
It's not the bad pussy.
You know what it is? You don't look like a potty mouth.
Yeah.
You look so like well kept.
Yeah, I try. Yeah, but yeah, maybe just perception. Like sometimes you see a guy
Yeah.
that is, more grungy, and they say like, vagina, and they're like, "Oh, this is a dirty guy."
Yeah, if you say vaginal, that sounds dirtier than saying like pussy juice. Because you sound like you know what you're talking about, like you're a doctor. But I think for me too is like I like when people are like, "Dude, you're fucking dark," because like that's always been my humor, I think. But then like
Not
a
your
lot-
skin tone, huh?
Yeah, but like before, I think like people assume that I'm always like light. So then if I say one thing that sounds dark, they're like, "Yo, you have like a secret dark side," and it's like, no, it's not secret. That's mainly my thing.
yeah.
It's like that's primarily how I see shit. But like,
So is it more hurtful when we're all here and we're like, "Dude, Ryan's wild."
Yeah.
but no, I like that because that's funny to me.
Yeah.
But then like
That's
people
fun.
who are being serious and they're like, "Yo, I think you have like a hidden dark agenda." It's like, no, that's my main agenda. That's this earth.
You know when Ryan was posting all those crazy ass fake news on the.
Dude.
I love. Oh, so good. I sent Ryan a DM.
my
I was
God,
like,
bro.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Motorcycle
I
Club.
was like, I wouldn't be surprised if you're Satoshi Nakamoto.
For real though.
I was like, you probably invented fucking Bitcoin.
You know the
dude.
thing about Ryan? He's fucking mysterious too, bro. That's why.
Yeah.
You're kind of mystical. I
But
think.
then it's like, do you think I'm mysterious because there's something else I'm not saying, or that I'm just like, because I feel like I'm pretty open,
No, you are open. You're just mysterious.
because you never know when I'm gonna be right behind you.
Because you know why you're mysterious? Because I walked out of the bathroom today, and I see you bent over, spreading your cheeks and farting right in front of me.
Wow!
We fucking laugh harder than I have in a very long time.
Out and everything?
No, because this is what happens. So like, normally when Nick goes to the bathroom,
That's mysterious, bro.
normally when Nick goes to the bathroom, I think of like, what's a prank I can do on Nick? And then usually I've been bringing the drum cymbals next to the bathroom, and then I just wait with the drumsticks, and then he comes out. I go, psh. But then,
okay, he did that to me one time
Yeah.
today, this morning, scared the shit out of me.
and it's Jason. But then this time he went, and I didn't realize he was there, so it was too late. I ran really quick. I had the sticks, but I didn't move the drum, so I was just there with no drum. And I was like, oh shit, he's gonna come out. What do I do? And then the anticipation of waiting for him made my gas build up. So then when he opened the door, I just stuck my ass out and I farted on him.
Yeah, and I walked right into it, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? Can we give it up for improv? That was such a good
It was a strong choice.
And I was upset that you didn't get that one on film, because that was the best one, I think, of the night.
Yeah, he liked it. He wanted to shake my hand after. He liked it so much.
But also, I'm gonna go to the bathroom at home. I'm not gonna go to the bathroom anymore. Like for the rest of the night.
No way, you go so much. How can you?
Yeah, dude, I drink a lot of water.
You go like 6 times a session.
But it's quick though. You guys
Serving you all kinds of beverages then. But yeah, that's mine. It's just like the dichotomy of like, you know. I think I'm very prideful about being dark. I like it.
What's the question is what do people think of you, and then they got you all wrong.
Yeah.
It's like an impression that they have of you, but
it's
you're quite the
all
opposite.
Like a example would be like, what's an impression you're surprised to hear? Like, whoa, that's what you think of me? Damn.
Yeah. What about you?
So for me, like for example, I'm not a 9/11 denier,
Nah, you're just joshing, dude. You're just messing around.
but for some reason there's this impression that I am.
No.
Now the surprise is better.
Surprise is better. I have made a comment on here before a long time ago that I love being on JK because prior to being more consistent on JK, most people who see my stuff on social media, they only see dance videos, and that's such a unique expression.
Yeah.
I don't get to talk, and I'm almost like mirroring the vocal expression of like the singer or the artist or the music choice. And usually my choice of music is like ethereal, spacey, chill, or like kind of cool or whatever. And that's just sometimes that's not who I am, but that's just one side of who I am.
Yeah.
Where clearly I have a completely different side. Maybe it's the Gemini in me, but I have a very different side. So it was only when like I started coming on JK all the time that people started really learning about a completely different version of me that wasn't different. It was just the other version of me that I didn't get to express through dance.
He's switching signs like a Gemini.
Yeah, so if you only saw my dance stuff, you'd be fucking thrown off if you were chilling in a room with me, which actually, anytime I traveled like international or whatever, and like students met me or I hung out with other teachers or organizers at different places, they would only learn about me through my dance artistry. So when I would hang out with them and suddenly I'm like the hardest drinker in the room and partying hella hard and stuff like that or making hella jokes, that's like, whoa, this is crazy. It's fun, it's cool, but it's just way different than we expected.
What's the perception that they have of you as when it's just dancing?
If it's just dance?
Is it like, I thought you were just a serious artist or something?
Ryan, how would you explain if you just saw the dancing?
It's just the dancing. What kind
You know
of
what?
stereotype
It's
does
like,
he have?
I think like based on dance, you would think Anthony's just more like earthy and more mystical, because a lot of the shit you create has that vibe. Even the dialogue that you write for Kinjas doesn't sound like something you'd ever say in real life, but you're able to put yourself there to make it.
Like a
and I
deep
think
poet?
people expect that that's just how you are normally, but they don't. They underestimate and think that you're going to a place to make these materials. You're not always in it. So then when you meet him, you're like, whoa, you're a lot more like abrasive than I thought. You're kind of like, you're taking shots, you know what I mean? Like you're kind of like a fast talking, more clever
Idiot, yeah.
Yeah, and you're not afraid to like just say asshole shit for fun. And then I think that's what catches people off guard, and they're like, oh, your words are not as like composed on a scroll as I thought they would be.
Well said.
Yeah, that fucking kind of nails it.
Yeah, but that's because that's when I first met him. I was like, I wasn't sure how to take him, because when I first met you, you're like a puncher when you talk. And I was like, is he trying to hurt my feelings or is he just playing? And then I'm like, oh, that's his fucking way of like, oh, you're good now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, I get it. But I could see how someone might be like, he's making fun of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because it seems like he's punching down. And that's not fun.
Well, and also because he's taller.
From his high tower.
Yeah, dude, you're fucking
It's like, why are you punching down?
fun of me, dude. Come on.
Punching us all from his penthouse.
I was like, come on.
Yeah, but I can see that, yeah.
Popcorn Joe.
I think that if people follow this show, or if they've seen me for many years, they're seeing me at a playful, relaxed state. So they don't see me when I'm in deep thought of things that I do outside of here, when I'm serious and I have to put my business Joe on. So I think that they might be, maybe waiting for me, like on a business call, to just be like, and I might be talking to a person that's from a bank or whatever, and then they know who I am, and I might just, maybe they're just waiting for me to ask them if they've got their dick sucked lately, or something, and I know that they're waiting for it, and I don't do it, and I feel like I'm a disappointment sometimes, because like this is my space to be like, just like and I get it all out here. And then sometimes I'm going back and I'm like, yeah, and I have to be like serious, like normal. And then so I'm not always this way.
Do you like it to be normal?
Well, I think my version of normal is probably still not normal.
Oh, okay.
But I'm much more controlled in certain situations. Like I'm much more self-aware than I put off. But I think this is the freedom that I get where I can relax and play and enjoy and be with you guys and then say bizarre shit. And then I go back into my sometimes boring, like normal business situations. And then I do run into people that have seen JK shit before. And then I feel like for them it's a shock because they're like, well, you're normal. Like, like I thought you were going to ask me, you know, what my favorite top 5 porn was, but you didn't ask me.
You're gonna ask me.
Yeah.
I had it ready, dude. I had my top 5 ready. I put a lot of thought into the list.
Because I'm working with a lot of different professionals from
that's true.
loan officers, business bankers, and you know, all like guys in like regular 9 to 5 that are like, hey, even though you put a suit on, like I know you go home and fucking watch JKNews, you know, like, and then so I think for them, there's this whole like when you're on camera, it's just you're just this guy, but then like you're someone else like here. Or I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
totally
I agree.
see that,
Yeah,
man.
I see that,
I
yeah.
definitely felt that too. Like just being out of here and chilling with you. And then remember when we went to go eat Korean barbecue that one time? Like in the very beginning when we first were here. And then both of us said the same thing. We were
that's
like,
right.
Joe was just talking about normal things.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Again, once again, I was like, I had my top 5 list ready, dude.
Was it at the little
I didn't even
Tokyo
ask.
one?
Yeah, because
Yeah, I
Joe was
remember.
just like, hey, so how's it going? How's everything with you? Like, what are you fucking trying to make me say right now?
Yeah,
Is this
like,
a trap?
Yeah, you
What is
know.
this setup?
Info off me, dude.
I thought he put, you know, like when someone fucks with your food and they try to talk to you to distract you, so you played it. I was like,
Wait a
"Dude, man,
minute.
He's about to roast me right now.
I'm in this bulgogi.
I've lost that much trust with you.
No, it's just in the beginning. You're just like, oh shit.
It's such a huge change, right? I think that's the difference is that I actually use this space as a place to just let off,
outlet.
to go,
Yeah.
right? And then, but in real life, that's why I can be super serious. But I've been told in the past where like me and Bart are similar, but my swings are way wider. Like Bart does have his camera Bart, but he does have his like off camera Bart, but he's like more chill and it's subtle. Whereas like I'm like either really out there and bizarre or I'm really serious.
I don't think it's like I don't think you're like playing a character on camera though. I think it's you. It's actually you.
It is me. I
Just
think, yeah.
just a different expression
Yeah.
because you understand it.
But but I think people don't expect me to be controlled because I'm so out of control.
Yeah, that's true.
So then when I am in control of my thoughts and my like, you know, what I'm saying and shit is just they're probably like, so when you gonna start rubbing your dick in front of me, you know, like I could see it, like.
I also can't imagine you outside of here, like going somewhere and just being like, "What do you mean?" Like that. I can't imagine that ever happening. You know what I mean? Like that volume and level. Like
Unless he's at home.
Oh yeah. But just like to a person that's not understanding the context, I can't imagine you like forcing that on them.
What about you guys?
Yeah, gay side. What do you say, gay side?
I don't know. That's a tough question. I don't even know what people even think about me.
Oh please.
No, seriously, like what the fuck?
He's so amazing. He's such a fighter. He's so strong.
Oh yeah.
Funniest guy.
When people refer to me as a fighter, I get annoyed by that because I'm like, dude, I fucking am not a fighter. That's not what I did. I didn't do that. I tapped my toe in there. I'm definitely not a fighter because I feel like it's like, dude. I don't know. People associate you with certain traits as like being a fighter, and I'm like, dude, that was so long ago. I can't even like think of myself as a fighter, and I'm like, nah, I definitely was not a fighter, dude. That's like one of them.
Does anyone think you're mean before you like meet them and talk to them?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm like,
like
dude.
that.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm
Really?
not. I'm
People
def-
thought you mean?
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know.
if you didn't hear him talk yet, if you never heard him speak.
Oh, okay, I could see that.
I mean, the ear thing is intimidating.
Yeah.
The face thing too, a little bit.
I think once my head got shaved, people started looking at me like, what the fuck, dude?
When I saw you on social media through them, and I hadn't even like watched I just saw videos of you like punching shit and just your content. I was like, this guy's probably would probably beat my ass and be mean to me.
Yeah, dude.
You're like the nicest guy
Not
ever.
the vibe, yeah. Yeah, because they associate you with you being a certain type of way, and I'm like, I think that's the complete opposite. But I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it's part of all of it. Who knows? I don't know.
You don't have a.
Why are you laughing, dude?
Because you're so closed, man.
No, but seriously, I think that's one of
You're
them.
already so like a deflector. When you put the shades on and you deflect, that shit's fucking funny.
You took a big old
Just
sigh.
erase us from the room.
Dude.
I did?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Don't sigh, dude.
Okay, well.
Did I say it? Okay, cool. What about you, Bart? Did
Did I say it?
I say enough?
That's the new.
I love how we all just like let him marinate in this until we see him doubt himself instead of trying to save his ass.
Yeah.
We're just like, take it, take the floor.
Go ahead, Bart. What do you
He's
think?
like, help me, help me, help me, help
He's
me.
like,
help me.
I don't know what mine is besides I think like the kind of similar to Joe, where people they probably think I'm crazy, but then they meet me and I'm not. I'm actually like very introvert. Maybe that's
like
it.
Gio's family.
Yeah, people think I'm really extroverted. Like I probably like to go to all the events, meet all the people, do all the crazy shit. But I'm actually really introverted, and
You're really introverted?
I'm really introverted, and I actually don't even like attention that much.
You actually don't like being out and socializing with people that you don't know that aren't your friends.
Yeah, and I don't even like attention. Like my ideal would be maybe I wrote movies and not be the actor. But I like doing creative shit. So I think like in the beginning it was more of a necessity where like me and Joe had ideas, and we just had to be the actors because it's like YouTube was such a self-producing environment. But I actually don't even like attention or me being on camera or whatever that much. Like I would like this dynamic even if the cameras weren't here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just like fucking around being the boys, even if there wasn't a camera. But I think people like they probably go, "Oh, this guy's been online for how long? He must like attention." But it's more. That's more of like what is the word? Like fucking something to the mean to the mean.
Means to an end.
Means to an end. It's more of like a means
yeah.
to an end versus people want like someone like Tim. He wants to be famous. He wants to be whatever. For me, it was like the publicity and the fame and being on camera and all that stuff is just part of the process of, or more of like an afterthought of me doing the stuff that I do like. Yeah, it's almost like imagine someone really likes stand-up and they just want to keep doing stand-up, but then they blow the fuck up and their faces on billboards. They didn't really like that part. It's just because they did stand-up so much that that became part of the
The
result.
funny thing is Bart keeps getting more and more followers on Instagram, and he's like, oh my god, I get more fucking attention, dude.
Yeah.
The success!
I can see that.
I'm actually like I like.
What are the things that you like to do that you enjoy?
What do you mean?
Oh, because you said that you don't like to be in the thing, but what are the things that you actually enjoy doing that you?
Oh, like in this world or just in my life?
Yeah, or in work world, like.
Oh, in work world, I like doing funny shit and I like doing creative projects.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I really enjoy
To
that.
be responsible for the product, but not be the product.
Yeah, like even when me and Joe's like, if we could find it, but it's like our old school MMA like DVD at our one of our first fights in that school. Me and Joe were already fucking around. Everyone has like a serious like, this is my third stripe test and whatever. And then me and Joe are like, we don't know if anyone's ever gonna see this DVD or anything like that. My MMA gloves have 2 happy faces on it. Like it's just has already been like that. I just like fucking around, you know?
This is the MMA gym when you met, like that.
Yeah. Like we have a DVD from like 2000, probably 4 or some shit.
It's
like that.
I got it somewhere. Yeah.
You gotta find it.
And we've been fucking around since then, and I just enjoy the fucking around, the creative part, and having a good time. and not so much like the fame part of it. And then because I think for me, like I don't get my energy drained from close friends. It gets drained when I'm like being out in public and doing stuff like that.
That's a real introvert.
Yeah, like so if you invited me to a party, I almost rather go like, can we grab dinner before or something? Yeah.
Who are the extroverts?
I am,
Okay. Are you extrovert?
but I don't know.
Nah, I'm not.
You're not extrovert. You throw parties all the time.
I know, but it's because I like other people to have a good time. Like I'm not really.
You like hosting?
Yeah, I love being like I like being responsible for the thing. I don't like to be the thing. I don't always like to be at
This before. So during college times, we would throw a bunch of parties at my house, and then the party would go on, and I would just go in my room and go to sleep.
What?
'Cause I know people would just excuse themselves out, and I know my other roommate and the other people will stick around until 1 or 2 a.m.
Excuse themselves out.
No, I mean, I think even I would rather do that, but I think for me it's like I try to turn the battery up so high so that I'm always like being engaging and entertaining, and but the truth in the core is like fuck, I don't want to say something stupid or do something dumb, or like I'm very worried normally about people not having a good time. Like if even one-to-one.
Because I was one of the first of the homies to move out, so I had my own space, so it became the default party place.
Yeah.
And then so we packed it with fun, like 19-year-old shit, like drinks, hookah, fucking whatever, you know. And then I was like, cool, everyone come. And then I just go and I close the door.
Everyone's good, all right.
So funny.
I think I'm both.
Do you think you're both? Oh, enjoying it. Okay.
Cause I enjoy that too, but I'm not like I love hosting people and I love making people have a good time, but I'm not like fuck I don't want to be here. But I also love not being around people and just having my own time and like just being private in my house, homebody. Somebody's like, oh, we're throwing a party. I love having a good excuse of why I can't go. I really do.
But sometimes you want to go.
One of my homies explained this well to me. I'm like super extrovert if people come to me. You know what I mean? Like if homies are coming like to my spot or whatever and I'm hosting, I'm like I can give you all the energy.
That makes
everything you need. But if I gotta go out, I'm like I'd rather be introvert because I'm like a homebody.
Yeah.
Same way.
There is a thing with like hosting. It's more like, yeah, you want them to have a good time, and I want to give you the thing. But if you go, you feel like maybe you're taking their energy. Like it's like you maybe you owe them a thing.
Extrovert just means like you like charging with people, and an introvert just means like you need to isolate, and that's how you recharge.
That's not my definition.
But that's what it means.
I'm just joking.
That's what it means.
So you don't want to say wrong anymore?
Wrong.
That's not my
I'm
definition.
more PC now. I don't want to say wrong. Because it was hurtful, Anthony.
You know what's different too is like, you know the idea when you have to go to a place and you know you're not gonna know anybody, but you know that in order to perform correctly, you have to meet people and like talk. Like if a brand hooks you up with like going to a thing to represent or something, or just going to a new party, it's like,
I kind of hate those two.
I hate those, but I also know that I will do very well because I have to turn it on. But it's the energy it takes to turn it on. I'm afraid of that.
Damn.
I'm afraid of the feeling of like walking in a room and just going, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? La la la. Yeah, it's that feeling of like, I know I'm not gonna fail, but I know it's gonna be a lot of work.
Yeah, after conventions or fucking cons or all those things, whatever, after I'm done with those, I'm like,
Yeah, it's deadly.
yeah, and then you go to like fucking the most closest yard house to the place.
But how many people are you meeting a day? You're meeting like tons of people though.
Yeah, but whatever those expo things, whatever shows, playlist live, whatever VidCon, any of those. Afterwards, I'm like,
That's a whole new topic, but this is good.
That's like 100 people you're talking to.
I have a completely opposite reaction.
That's a lot, bro.
What's that one?
I don't feel like, I feel fired up. Like, we're ready for war. Like, after the convention, I'm just like, I could take on anybody. I feel like fully charged. I'm like at the pizza place, like, fuck yeah.
Aggressive eating.
The thing that I hear over and over from introverts is like, I feel like you guys put a lot of thought and weight and I think it's worrying like before the event and like it takes a lot of energy out of you, so like you have to kind of premeditate how you conserve it and how you exercise that, right? Whereas like I think extroverts are more like, ooh, what's gonna happen today? You know, and then you walk in and you're just like, hey, who's this? Oh, wow, and you're who? Oh, shit. And by the end of it, you're like, I made so many fucking friends today. Like, I have like 1,000 new friends, and like, fuck, I have 1,000 more people to start like fucking hanging out with and talking to, and then like, and then at the end of it, you're just like, wow, that was so cool. And then you start like, I got new people to call up and hang with and whatever. And then I think the difference might be, at least for me, is like, you don't adjust and strategize for these people. You see who's entertaining to you. So you're like, I like you, you're entertaining, you're boring, I don't want to talk to you. You're entertaining, you're engaging, you're energizing me, I like you. I probably have to deal with you, but what's interesting about you, you're kind of boring me still. I'm gonna find a way to entertain myself with you and make you interesting. And then it's just kind of, I think that's very similar to like what a lot of extroverts.
So do you feel anything if, like, let's say you're cold talking to someone, you're just sitting there, and then you say like something like, oh, coffee, huh? And then they just go, mm-hmm. You feel nothing at all?
No, I just go like, oh, you're weird.
That's funny.
And then just move on to the next person.
Move on to the next.
For me, it's like I don't need any more new friends at all.
Yeah.
And then so when someone earns my friendship, or if someone has something that I'm like, wow, that's really cool, then I invest like a lot of my energy, and I'm like, oh, this person's really different. But otherwise, I'm like, because I think I only have so much energy, so I'd rather save it for the people I already know.
Yeah.
So I don't want to meet strangers. I don't want to invest any energy in any other people. I don't need any more of new friends at all, unless like just through life you're like, oh, you know what, that guy's actually really, really cool. I do want to. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually that, like, I think it's more superficial for extroverts. It's not actually, it's not, it doesn't affect us emotionally.
Yeah.
So it's more like an entertainment thing. So you come in and you're like, let's say I have an empty battery because I've been home alone for so long, and I'm just like, ooh, I can't wait to charge up. So I'm an energy vampire. So I'm going up and I'm like, you're fucking fun to talk to.
I see.
And then now I'm getting my energy, and I'm like, I got as much as I want from you. Now who's the next person?
Opposite.
Brrr, next person. Brrr, and I'm now at the end, I'm like charged up, and I'm like, and on top of that, I have this like Rolodex of phone numbers of now new people I can be entertained by.
I see.
And it sounds kind of fucked up, but I think it's like,
makes sense.
It doesn't really affect us until you make a authentic friendship for a long time, and then they can affect you.
But it's not fucked up because those other people might be extroverts too.
True, and then you're just talking all day, and you're like, cool, and then you walk away.
It's definitely beneficial to have that.
I have a question for introverts. Like, if you talk to somebody, how do you know, like, if you try to get to know somebody, like at an event or like a party, or just, how do you know when to be like, oh, I shouldn't just talk to one person for 2 hours? Right?
I want to do that.
Yeah, me too.
I prefer that as well.
Yeah, I'd rather have a deep, strong connection.
It feels better.
Then just do that.
For introvert.
No, but then like sometimes like at an event or whatever, you're supposed to, for like a work event, you're supposed to like, meet like.
Yeah.
Well, then you just gotta put on a different hat. If you're supposed to do it because of what you're
for
probably
work
trying to progress some sort of other work thing.
Yeah.
Then you don't think about it like a social party. You think about it like a work thing.
Okay, but how do you? But sometimes you meet a person, you're like, oh, this person is really cool. I really want to talk to you for like an hour, 2 hours. But then how do you exit that conversation? You know what I mean? Or if that person's like,
you say something like, hey, so sorry, I don't want to cut this short. Can I get your IG handle or contact or whatever? So let's meet up. You want to link for coffee? Okay. Because you got to go talk to somebody else.
Okay, but then you can't do that. But if you, can you do that to like 7 other people?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, but then they're still there. You said bye, and then there's still there.
They also understand that you
for networking too.
Yeah, you have to go talk to other people as well.
Okay, well I'm learning.
Well, you can't go like this. So you can't do this.
Fuck, man.
You can't.
I'm trying to ask him questions.
You can't do it like this, where it's like, hey, it was really nice talking to you. Let me get your IG hand. Okay, cool. I really gotta go right now. Hey, what's up, man? Like, you can't be the next person right next door. Hey, I got a stomach. I really gotta take a shit. So nice talking to you. Hey, what's up, dude? Hey, what do you do? Where are you from?
That's what I'm saying. You don't do that.
You gotta at least
fuck
walk
that.
Walk,
This is the right way to do it.
pretend to get a
That's the right
coffee.
way.
You pretend to go to the bathroom, like mix it up a little bit, go over there.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I do that thing. I go, thank you so much. I really gotta go.